Have you noticed that there are many international workers or foreign workers tend to have a higher salaries than the locals? Why? Actually, it's very easy to tell, right? Just look at their housing. Look at what kind of cars they are driving, what kind of lifestyle they are, having. Basically, this phenomenon doesn't really just happen in the United States. It also happens everywhere. Let's say China. When I work in Shanghai, which is one of the prosperous cities in China, the average salary is around like a 1,500,000 this year. Well, you know what? Many people, like especially Shanghai locals, they still receive like 1,000, US dollar, which is significantly lower than the average. But why would they still accept these kind of jobs? It's very easy because the largest spending usually in Shanghai is the housing rent. The housing rent in Shanghai is around from like a 500, to a thousand. It's very normal in Shanghai. But what about if you don't need to pay the housing rent? Let's say if you live with your parents. Let's say your parents even, cover your eating, your other living expenses. They even clean for your room. I mean, it's very, common in China because those parents love to stay with their, children. They love to serve for their children. They clean, they do laundry for their children. What about everything is done by somebody else? You just have a regular jobs, with the social security or social insurance that covered, then what should you do? Just chill. On the weekend, those foreign workers or those people are not from Shanghai, they need to find a second job, or do a part-time job to survive. You don't need to because you have your own houses, right? So this also happened in the United States. Those foreign workers, usually their final goal is to earn enough money, they come back to their hometown, right? Some people do that. Or some people, they're fighting for their citizenship, they're fighting for their permanent residency. They need to do excellent jobs on their works. So in order to renew a new visa, that's it. So it's very common to see somebody else from other countries earn more money than you because they work extremely hard. They work longer than most locals.